Everyone ready for this? It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl LIX. Can you believe it?
And guess what?
It's a rematch.
Of Super Bowl Hell 7.
Just 2 years ago.
The Chiefs squeaked by.
Barely. 38-35 against the Eagles.
Unfinished business, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And the historical weight of this matchup is just, wow.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs, you know.
A dynasty in the making.
Exactly. They're going for a three-peat.
A three.
3 Super Bowls in a row.
Not since, like, the 60s.
Yeah.
The Lombardi Packers.
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, yeah, the Eagles.
Hungry for redemption.
They want to prove something.
That their Super Bowl window is wide open.
So we've got the Chiefs, led by Mahomes, aiming for the history books.
And the Eagles, with Jalen Hurts at the helm, they've got their own story to write.
And it's all going down in New Orleans.
The Caesar Superdome.
Oh, man, that city's going to be electric.
Mardi Gras season 2.
The energy, I can't even imagine.
It's incredible. New Orleans and the Super Bowl, you know.
They've hosted before.
11 times.
Wow.
This will be their 11th.
Okay.
The last one was Super Bowl XL7.
When was that?
Back in 2013.
So many incredible moments in that Superdome.
This game is going to add another chapter. I can feel it.
I'm with you there. And it's not just the game itself.
Right.
There's so much going on.
Oh, yeah.
Boycott rumors, for one.
Mm-hmm.
The Swifty Bowl is back.
Again.
And, of course, the Chiefs. Always some controversy.
It never ends.
Today, we're driving deep into it all.
Everything Super Bowl LIX.
By the time we're done, you'll be ready.
All the knowledge, all the insights.
Let's break it down.
Starting with the contenders.
Okay.
First up, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Going for the three-peat.
Their goal is simple.
Make history.
Be the first team since the 60s to win 3 Super Bowls in a row.
And their regular season.
They dominated.
Dominated how?
Finished 15-2.
15-2.
Tied for the best record in the league.
But here's the thing. Mahomes, statistically,
Statistically.
he had kind of a down year.
A down year.
Yeah, he didn't even hit 4,000 passing yards.
4,000, nope.
First time as a starter.
And not even in the Pro Bowl.
Not even the Pro Bowl. Is this a sign of things to come?
Or just a little blip?
For the superstar.
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
His numbers might be down, but he still had 7 game-winning drives.
7.
That ties him for second most all time.
So not regression.
Not really. It shows he's clutch. He can perform when it counts.
So you're saying, yeah, he wasn't throwing for crazy yards like before.
But when the game's on the line...
Mahomes delivers.
Exactly. And he's got some weapons.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Kelce, for one.
Mr. Highlight Reel.
Led the team in receiving yards again.
And then they went and got DeAndre Hopkins.
Mid-season.
From the Titans.
Added even more firepower to that offense.
Hopkins is a game changer. Defending the Chiefs.
Forget about it.
It's a nightmare. But it's not just the stars.
Right.
Their offensive line, it's a wall.
A wall. 3 Pro Bowlers right there.
And their defense, not too shabby.
Chris Jones, Trent McDuffie, anchoring that D.
Solid. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're coming in with something to prove.
Oh, yeah, they remember Super Bowl LVFs.
They want revenge.
They want to show everyone.
They're not just here for a rematch.
They're here to win.
And their record this season, even better than last year.
14-3.
Jalen Hurts, he had that injury.
Late in the season.
But he's back.
Looking sharp in the playoffs.
The Eagles, they're balanced. Maybe the most complete team in the league.
Their offensive line, it's a force of nature.
And Saquon Barkley.
What a season.
Monster season. That feels like an understatement.
He's only the 9th player in NFL history to rush for over 2,000 yards.
2,000 yards. That's insane.
It really is. He's talented, and that offensive line, they just dominate.
And their receivers?
Oh, they're good.
A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith.
Big play potential.
And Dallas Goedert at tight end adds another dimension. So the offense is stacked. But can their defense shut down Mahomes?
That's the question, isn't it?
And that Chiefs offense.
Well, here's the thing. The Eagles have the #1 defense in the league.
Right.
Led by Vic Fangio, a defensive mastermind.
What's special about Fangio?
His scheme, aggressive, unpredictable.
Like how?
Blitz packages, disguised coverages, you name it.
Designed to do what?
Confuse the quarterback, disrupt the offense.
So they might have the answer to Mahomes.
Maybe. It'll be fascinating to watch.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, how did these teams get here?
The road to the Super Bowl.
Let's rewind a bit.
The Chiefs, they had that first-round bye.
Because of their record.
Stellar regular season earned them that bye.
Okay, then what?
They took down the Houston Texans in the divisional round.
No problem.
Then, a thriller against the Buffalo Bills.
The AFC Championship.
Their 4th playoff win over the Bills in the last 5 seasons.
Wow, statement win.
Absolutely.
What about the Eagles?
Started strong, defeated Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in the wild card round.
The Packers, wow.
Then they cruised past the Rams in the divisional round.
And then?
The NFC Championship game. A record-breaking performance against the Commanders.
Record-breaking.
Most points ever in a conference championship game.
They're an offensive juggernaut.
No doubt about it.
So we've got 2 incredible teams, completely different styles. Both won it bad.
And both could make history.
But there's something else we need to talk about. This Super Bowl, there's something hanging over it.
A shadow. A controversy we can't ignore. It's a lot of talk about officiating bias, you know?
Yeah, favoring the Chiefs all season.
People are upset.
Boycott calls, right?
Led by David Portnoy.
Barstool Sports guy.
Adds a whole other level of intrigue.
Definitely. Social media is buzzing.
It's everywhere.
Ticket prices are even affected.
Really?
Yeah. After the AFC Championship game, resale values dipped.
Interesting. Some say it's Chiefs fatigue, maybe?
Could be.
Others, they point to the boycott.
It's hard to say for sure.
It's a complicated issue.
Yeah.
Fans feel like the Chiefs get preferential treatment from the refs.
I can see that.
Others think it's just sour grapes.
Opposing fans.
Exactly.
Either way, it's a conversation that's not going away.
Definitely not. It adds another layer to this Super Bowl.
More fuel to the fire.
Unpredictability.
That's what makes it so captivating, though, right?
Absolutely. The drama, the tension.
The what-ifs. It's all part of the spectacle.
Sports are never just about the game.
True.
It's a reflection of society, our values, passions.
And sometimes.
They collide in unexpected ways.
Okay, so we've got the controversy, 2 incredible teams, different styles, history on the line. Who's going to win this thing? What are the experts saying?
Well, the predictions are all over the place.
Really?
Shows how evenly matched these teams are.
So who are people leaning towards?
Some say the Chiefs.
Why?
Experience, championship pedigree.
The Mahomes factor.
Of course. Others are putting their faith in the Eagles' defense.
Makes sense. And their balanced offense.
Right. It's like, who do you choose? A seasoned veteran with a knockout punch.
Or a young up-and-comer with stamina.
Both dangerous in their own way.
So give me some specific predictions.
Neil Reynolds from Sky Sports.
Okay, what's he saying?
He's going with the Chiefs. By a hair.
Why?
They make big plays when it matters.
Clutch plays.
He thinks Mahomes, even with those lower stats, will outduel Jalen Hurts.
In a shootout.
Could happen.
Mahomes, he's got that aura, you know.
In big games.
He's almost invincible.
But then you have Phoebe Schechter.
Also Sky Sports.
Right. He's leaning towards the Eagles.
Okay.
But she says the Eagles' defense will be key, especially how they contain running backs.
Interesting.
The Chiefs' defense, she says they've shown some weakness against the run this year.
And Saquon Barkley.
Coming off a historic 2,000-yard season, that matchup could decide it.
Eagles control the clock, keep Mahomes off the field. They have a shot.
That's her thinking.
What about someone who's actually won a Super Bowl? What are they saying?
Malik Jackson.
Super Bowl 50 champ.
With the Broncos. He's picking the Eagles.
The Eagles, son.
He says they're stronger in the trenches.
Offensively and defensively.
Both. Offensive line protects Hurts, creates holes for Saquon Barkley. Defensive line, they'll pressure Mahomes, disrupt his rhythm.
A lot of people are saying the Eagles' defense is their trump card.
It's a common theme.
But can they really shut down Mahomes completely?
The guy's a magician.
He really is.
Mina Times from ESPN. She's predicting a Chiefs win, but she thinks their offensive versatility will win it for them.
So Mahomes can adapt to whatever the Eagles throw at him.
Blitzes, coverages, double-teaming Kelce. She thinks he might even benefit from facing a top-ranked defense.
How so?
It'll force him to be more creative,
Yeah.
more unpredictable.
She's saying Mahomes thrives on challenges.
Sounds like it. Adversity brings out the best in him.
Which wouldn't be surprising. With his track record, ice in his veins.
Don't forget the coaches.
Oh, right. Andy Reid versus Nick Sirianni.
Offensive masterminds.
Who's got the edge there?
Reid has the experience. 2 Super Bowl rings.
He's been there, done that.
But Sirianni, he's a fast learner.
Adapts his strategies.
To get the most out of his players, it's going to be a chess match.
Can't wait to see that.
Mm.
And we can't forget the cultural phenomenon that's adding to all of this.
What's that?
The Swiftie Bowl. It's back.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, huh?
Their relationship is captivating everyone.
It's turned the Super Bowl into a pop culture event.
Some people love it.
The crossover appeal.
Right. Others, not so much.
Not fans of the Swifty Bowl nickname.
Exactly. But love it or hate it, it's created a buzz.
Going way beyond football fans.
And we can't ignore the bigger conversation.
Like what?
The Chiefs' name. The tomahawk chop.
Those are coming up again. With such a huge audience.
It reminds us, even the biggest sporting events
are connected to the bigger picture, social and cultural context.
Exactly. But let's focus on the game for a minute. The historical implications. What will a Chiefs victory mean for their legacy? And the Eagles, can they overcome that Super Bowl loss? Create their own legacy. This Super Bowl, it's not just about the trophy.
The Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah. It's about legacy, how this game is remembered.
How it's etched into history. For the Chiefs, a win here.
Massive.
Monumental. They're already a dynasty.
Back-to-back Super Bowl wins.
But a three-peat, that's legendary stuff.
Almost mythical.
Only one team's done it in the Super Bowl era.
Who?
The Green Bay Packers.
Lombardi's Packers.
In the 60s.
If the Chiefs do this,
they join that exclusive club.
the greatest dynasties. And Mahomes.
Talk about a career-defining moment.
3 Super Bowls in 6 years as a starter.
Think about it.
He'd be on track to surpass some of the greats.
Joe Montana, Troy Aikman.
By 30. That's crazy.
The level of dominance we rarely see.
But the Eagles are here for a reason.
Right.
They're not just playing.
They want their own legacy.
They haven't forgotten Super Bowl LIX.
That loss, it fuels them.
2 years they've been building.
Refining their roster.
Now they have a chance. Not just to avenge that defeat.
But to stop the Chiefs.
From the three-peat.
David versus Goliath.
If they pull it off, it'll show their resilience.
Their grit. Overcoming adversity. Remember Hurt's injury?
Yeah. They battled through it all.
And came out stronger.
A win for the Eagles.
A statement.
They're a force in the NFC.
A team that can win consistently.
And Jalen Hurts.
He'd solidify his place.
Among the elite quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
2 compelling storylines. Huge historical implications.
It goes beyond the teams, though.
What do you mean?
This game, it could have ripple effects across the league.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
If the Chiefs win. Especially if there are any questionable calls.
From the refs?
That boycott movement, it'll gain momentum.
More scrutiny on the league's officiating.
For sure. It adds to the argument that some teams are favored.
Potentially changing how officiating is handled?
Reviewed. Everything. And culturally,
Yeah.
Chiefs win. Taylor Swift cheering in the stands.
For Travis Kelce.
This would be the most pop culture-infused Super Bowl.
Ever. The Swifty Bowl would be legendary.
Blurring the lines between sports and entertainment.
Amazing how one game can have such a huge impact.
On so many different levels.
Super Bowl LIX. It's more than just a game.
It really is.
Storylines, legacies, our cultural landscape, it's all there.
So, as you watch this epic showdown, we want you to think about something.
What's that?
Their last Super Bowl. It was so close.
Down to the wire.
What could change the outcome this time? One play. One coaching decision.
Another last-minute thriller.
It's something to consider as you watch every snap.
Every play, every coaching move. In a game this close.
Any moment could change history. Enjoy the game, everyone. And remember,
Tonight, legends are made.